people messaging me who are watching the delayed stream. It's so
Yeah,
so confusing.
yeah, it's
We're good. We're good.
yeah,
So it looks like the Zealot is recharging those shields. He should be able to kill these Zerglings. Nice stutter step from Power here. Stutter stepping away. This cannon is actually not in range of the Zerglings when they completely circle around and when they're nearest to it. So the Zealot putting on his sprinting legs, trying to get there, but not able to do it. And these Zerglings actually, in the long run, let's say there's a muta-based trade, this Nexus dies a lot faster now.
oh yes. Now with with Power getting up his third base with almost killing it, that natural, dangerously low on health. We will see how this plays out and see what the Zerg wants to do here. Will he want to put on more pressure, or will he just take what he got and macro up?
And it does look like we had 8 drones on the way, so Power is powering drones right now as hard as humanly possible. Will Sir go into Stargate? No, it looks like we have a Twilight Council from Sir. So do you think that's going to be for DTs, or what do you think the Twilight Council is for?
I think the Twilight Council is probably going to be more for Blink, honestly, because with that much damage, I think he knows he's behind, and he's probably expecting Muta right now. And he doesn't.
The only thing is, if it was for Blink, I feel like there'd be Forge upgrades on the way, correct? Like, wouldn't that be kind of... I don't know, we'll have to see. It's probably going to be for Blink, but we'll have to see where this is headed.
Oh, it is for DTs. Alright, win behind Dark Shrine.
Indeed. And I like how he puts it on the little peninsula, fitting that Dark Shrine just perfectly. There is an Overlord perk between the natural and the main of the Protoss, so if that Overlord decides to march up north, he is going to spot that. And yes, so far, everything playing out pretty normal except that DT Shrine. That's going to play a big factor in the next few minutes.
That Nexus slowly recharging its shield from its earlier harassment. The Mothership Core is still not out. For a low econ game that Xer is kind of being forced to play in a little bit, having that natural being hurt for so long, it probably would have been very nice to have some photon overcharges.
Yeah, and we do have a Robo Bay behind this DT Shrine, so it's not completely all in. He'll probably build 1 or 2 DTs, and not any more than that. Just see what he can get done with that. And Rock's being killed at Power's third. Interesting third placement. What are your thoughts on why Power took this third as opposed to this one?
Well, I think it's the same reason Protoss would. It's easier to defend, but I mean, you're more the Zerg player here. You would probably have a better idea of.
That's true. I would say, like you said, it's easier to. It's closer reinforcement distance is my first thought on that. So it's still an interesting decision. It's very rare that you see that. Sometimes it also can be to hide the third. It's literally that uncommon that Protoss don't look to check. But these DTs are warped in now. 3 of them moving in, and Power still does not know this is coming right now. And this could wreak havoc on him right now. This pylon is going to go down. Third base being taken from Sir right now. More and more gateways being built, and this is going to heat up very quickly. The DT splitting up perfectly. Like I said, there's a DT going to the 1/3 where the Zerg usually takes, but because it's not, like he was not expecting the third not to be there. So,
Now
Overseer, yeah.
There is only 2 Overseers on the map. They could easily... one in the main does get taken out very quickly. The other one in the natural... This other DT just taking his time, hanging out in the supposed third. Maybe he doesn't think that the Zerg is on 3 bases right now, so that could be a misread if he doesn't scout that in time.
Yeah, like I said, I was really weird that he took the third there, but that can hide the fact that there is a third. But yeah, those DTs actually got cleaned up really nice. If we go to the units lost tab, it is extremely in the Zerg favors, which is exceptionally uncommon in a ZVP where the Protoss is supposed to be trading more efficiently.
Absolutely. Now we have quite a bit of roaches on the field. Moving up. But there is an Immortal out on the field that will be able to stop any huge roach attacks, plus some nice force fields at the front. We'll be able to let him.
And we do have Burrow on the way, and +2 from the Zerg.
Oh, the
and
rocks,
actually,
the rocks!
Oh, the
Oh,
rocks!
does
And
get a
then one
roach there.
does get sniped.
It will split this army, and this is kind of an odd situation. He actually has himself blocked off from his own expansion. Oh, this is a disaster.
Yeah, he killed the 2 photon cannons and the pylon pretty much for free, and he's actually going to be able to snipe this Nexus and escape before the Protoss is even able to get there to intercept. This is actually going to work out beautifully for Power, and Power's going to move over here, kill these rocks, and just walk away.
Hurry up. Get him out of there. Oh, he's actually going to take this fight.
Wow,
The force field's going to come down. Chasing this army back to the force fields are good enough.
Sniped 3 sentries.
Oh, that was awful for the Protoss there. Losing his 3rd and a couple of those very expensive sentries.
And the 4th base from Power is being taken at the normal 3rd location. But these roaches are moving up the ramp, trying to snipe this forge. That's going to get pushed back by some nice force fields. But, I mean, this is kind of dire from Sir. 13-minute mark, still no 3rd, and he's going to start... He's going to have to do something pretty decisive pretty soon.
Absolutely. Now with the Zerg taking his 4th base, absolutely outnumbering the Protoss base 2 to 1. And as Protoss, you want to be matching Zergas in bases all the time. In this engagement, the Roach is just running up on these Colossus. One will go down, the force fields go out. The second one might even go down. The Roach is trying to chase it down, and it might... Oh, nope. So close.
But that doesn't matter. Look at what Power's doing. He's forcing more Colossus, he's forcing more units, forcing Zealots, and if you look at the production tab, guess what's on the way?
Oh, that's Spire.
Yes, that's going to be such a strong transition. He's saving up money right now. He's banking up money. There's no Stargates, and he's forced a certain composition out of Sir, and he's just going to do this massive switch into mutas, and I don't think Sir's going to be able to handle this.
Not with the economy he's on right now. He needs to be on 3 bases, fully saturated. He just now got his 3rd back up after losing it. The cannons are going to be somewhat of a good choice here, but this engagement needs to be perfect. And right now he's doing just that, being able to push these back, but he has no idea about these mutas.
Yeah, and Power is being smart. He's just waiting and waiting and waiting. Okay, now there's 12 mutas on the way, but Zealots being warped in at Power's 4th. There's just no anti-air really. These mutas are gonna have absolute rain. This is nice pickup from Sir. He is gonna snipe the 4th base of Power with those Zealots.
Absolutely, and with that DT in the main, he does see the Spire up. Does he make the proper response to this?
You know, the proper response might just be blink and really just go mass stalker as fast as possible, because I think it's too late at this point to try to transition into double Stargate. What do you think?
Yeah, it's way too late. By the time the mutas are already out, the time you make that Stargate and start getting the number of Phoenixes you need, it's just absolutely not gonna happen. But with that +2 upgrade on the way, blink stalkers would be the perfect choice right now.
Yeah, and these mutas are crossing the map. 13 more drones on the way. Power is controlling the pace of the games. These cannons trying to get up, but these mutas are just going to have a heyday with these cannons, sniping down 2 of them pretty much for free, and actually almost sniping a 3rd, and actually he does come back for the 3rd. And the muta control from Power thus far has looked very immaculate, sniping more and more sentries. Wow, the control from Power is looking outstanding.
Another DT harass there in his 3rd base. Going a bit unanswered. Will be able to snipe that Queen possibly after getting one more inject down.
Yeah, it was interesting. Queen's like, I'm on the verge of death. I guess I'll just inject. And that does get cleaned up. It does look like he actually got pneumatized carapace, so those overseers are extremely quick. Although these mutas have done a lot of damage, Sir has taken his 3rd, so that is working out for him nicely. He does finally secure that, and his mutaball might not be able to contest with Sir if he gets enough stalkers up, but for now he has complete reign of the battlefield.
Absolutely, and it does seem like a bit of a lull here in the game, where the Zerg is just making sure that 4th doesn't go up, because if it does, he could be in some serious trouble.
But Power moving into the natural, and this is what I said earlier about those Zerglings. If it ever becomes a base trade scenario, those 5 Zerglings may put the Nexus down to super low health, and these mutas actually snipe the natural.
Absolutely amazing play there, being able to snipe a couple of mortals He might just actually try to take this engagement here, sniping a couple more Colossus. That is big, big. Another one will go down. He might even try to get that third one. Oh,
Yeah,
the probes
really
just,
decisive moves from Power. Probe's getting sniped. The Natural is taken down. And Sir is just forced in such an awkward situation. And Power's macro is just completely unstoppable right now.
now moving up to 5 bases now. His creep spread almost reaching that of the Protoss's base.
And the double Stargate is being thrown. Actually, that's triple Stargate now. Is being thrown down from Sir. That is probably going to be too late because you know what? Power's not even going to be stay on Mutas for that much longer. He's already transitioning into elsewhere. So, well, not really. Still getting a lot of Mutas, but he's got a strong Roach Ling ball now. So if Sir overinvests into defending against Mutas, then Power can just walk in with a really strong ground army.
As he's doing right now, he's been absolutely amazing, forcing these compositions and just tech switching out of it, absolutely punishing this Protoss, doing quite a little bit of economic damage, taking out those cannons, and a couple of nice pickups on ground army kills.
Apparently, Contaminate does not stop Photon Overcharge. Photon Overcharge too strong. Contaminate is not strong enough. They need to buff Contaminate. But that third does get taken down. It looks like Power has just opened the engage against the Stoppers.
And there's the GG.
GG is called. Integrity Gaming takes this series 5-2. So, well played from both teams. Make sure not to end the stream right now. Wait for the 2-minute delay to end. I made that mistake once.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Everyone just on edge right at the last engagement of the game, and
Anyways, that was a pleasure casting with you. Thank you so much for that. Next time, I mean, I learned so much from you about streaming.
yes, and
So, yeah,
of course,
I appreciate it.
if you ever need anything, I'm pretty sure you're gonna need some more stuff. So, and I'll tell you about the text thing. It's so much easier than trying to update it in OBS. Amazing from a little trick learned from SR Coulter, who's currently taking a break right now, but hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, so, anyways, that was a pleasure, and I'm going to be excited to see how Integrity plays in the semifinals. They had a strong showing, very strong start, a little shaky once in game 3 and 4, but they really pulled through in the end and wrapped that series out.
Absolutely. A very interesting series from these two teams. Always just from the simple proxy robotics bay to all these other weird happenings that's been going on here.
Yeah, American Server can create a lot of weird strategies that are always very exciting and dynamic to watch.
And it looks like the stream is slowly catching up here, seeing that third Nexus about to fall with that amazing Muta harassment behind it, killing off those stalkers.
Yeah, he kept his Mutaball so tight, he was able to just keep sniping away at those stalkers. And Phoenix were coming out, but at that point, he could have remaxed on like 100 Zerglings, and yeah, GG.
Yeah, Phoenix not so good against Zergling.
And yeah,
Alright, so
best way to spend a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, watching some amazing StarCraft from two amazing teams. Congratulations to xIG.
Yep, thanks for casting with me. Kill. No, I'm just gonna call you Clappin'. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Kill
don't.
Clap. Kill Cat. Kill.
No, not kill
Kill
Cat, kill
Kill Rick.
Cap. Kill
Cap.
Drick?
Kill. That's what it says in your stream.
Yeah, that was my old one, but I changed it to something with Cap in it, and I didn't want to remove Cap, so I just combined the two.
Anyways, GG. And maybe we'll cast again sometime. You never know.
You never know.
A month or two from now, another crazy stream incident. You never know. We can always step in and rescue the day or whatever. So, anyways.
Hopefully next time it's on better terms, more
Yes,
stable
more
play.
relaxed.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I'll see you later, man.
All right, and thank